I've been a joyful spirit, like my whole life. As a kid, like I'd be happy, girl. You know, I'm out here alive and things. What is that not to be happy about?
I'm above ground.
I'm above ground. I made the wake up list.
Hello, it's Deborah Joy Winans Williams, and this is Choosing Joy. Thank you so much for being with us. And today, y'all, I'm really excited. I love everyone that we get to talk to. I really, really do. This woman is someone that I have probably stalked, not just watched, from the outside. You know how you think somebody your best friend in your head and you ain't never met them? She's vibrant. She literally walks joy. She speaks joy. You can see it. And you know how you have a good meal? And it's not that the meal was just done in such a way that is spectacular, but you know it's love in it. That's what she is. She puts a lot of love in and intentionality, I think, in everything that she does. And she uses her platform for positivity. And it really blesses my heart. She's been blessing me for a long time. So I am very, very excited that I get to talk to the one and only Tabitha Brown.
You are so sweet.
Girl, it's
But
the
we is best
truth.
friends now, girl. We've been knowing each other.
I mean, now for what? What we got?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
For sure, best friend in my head.
Yeah, I love that.
It is, as I've told you, I think it's particularly in the world that we live in right now, very difficult to walk through life with such a joy. Like I see you and it feels like I feel like I live up to my name, but I feel like you are the embodiment of walking, breathing joy. And it feels so authentic. Have you always carried that light? Has it always been that way for you?
I think the majority of my life, yes. Like I was telling you earlier, I've been a joyful spirit, like my whole life. As a kid, like I'd be happy, girl. You know, I'm out here alive and things. What is that not to be happy about?
I'm above ground.
I'm above ground. I made the wake up list. Okay.
Look, thank you, Jesus.
But I mean, I had like a period of time where things were not great, right? Health was not great. A lot of sickness, a lot of loss, a lot of darkness, and it was not fun.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like intentional with choosing joy, but also like I just be feeling good. I do.
You just be happy.
I do.
You just be happy out here in these streets.
Yeah, I do. That's who I am.
So did you know that you were having this sort of effect on people as a young lady? Because you walk in and it changes. And I would say it's the Holy Spirit within you. I would say it's your faith. I would say it's a lot of things that when you move, you walk in, things change. You shift the atmosphere. And if there was sadness, and if there was whatever, things seem to sort of dissipate. That's a gift. Everybody ain't got that. Not to say that people are not choosing joy, but that is a very special gift. Did you know that you were affecting people in that way as a young lady?
I don't think I realized it to that extent, right? But I did know, like, I have the power to make somebody laugh, right? You know, my daddy used to be buying me joke books when I was a kid because I just loved telling jokes and stuff when I was little.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We used to watch all, like, comedians and all the things, so it's just always been a thing. Like, I like to laugh. I just do. And so I knew that, like, oh, when you come in and you say something funny, that makes somebody laugh. Like, that's a superpower. Like, as a little girl, that's what I thought, right? So then becoming an adult, realizing, like, we all have the ability to shift the atmosphere. I could have came in here, rolling my eyes, being real quiet to people, and I would have changed the atmosphere in here.
Yeah.
And people would have been, like, in a bad mood.
Yeah.
And ready for me to go, right?
Yeah.
But the shift is, like, hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Like, you come in with love and hugs and you talk to everybody and you act like we should be together because we should be, right? So, but I think we all do have that ability. It's just that we don't all choose to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or recognize it and then figure out how to tap into it.
And some of us have been wounded. And so we're afraid to expose joy and give that to others because we're guarded.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
What allowed you to not keep up a guard going through some of those dark times, and whether it was health or loss of someone or something?
I never really put up a guard.
Okay.
You know, I was just going through.
Yeah.
You know, when you're going through I guess if you would say isolation would be my only guard. I just was like, I need to be by myself for a little while, just at home with my family, because I really couldn't show up the way I needed to. And I'm one of those people where if I can't show up in a full way,
Yeah.
ain't no need of me going.
Yeah.
Because what am I going to give
Yeah.
to the atmosphere, to
Yeah.
the room, to the
Yeah.
people? So yeah, I think there's a healthy way to put up a guard, you know, balance and boundaries and things like that. But I don't.
Yeah. Nothing's
know-
going to stop you from being who you want to be.
Right. I mean, I will address something if it happens in the
Yeah.
in the moment, and I'll make a note like, oh, you ain't gonna get me the next time, right? Somebody gets to cutting up, you
Yeah,
be like, wait a
yeah.
minute, okay, you just showed me who
Nah, I
you is,
see you.
okay?
Yeah.
But no, I'd rather just exist and see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a beautiful way to live, and it's not
And also,
easy.
don't put myself in a situation if I can control it.
Yeah.
That may hurt me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a boundary.
Yeah. Like, I ain't gonna go over there if I know the folk don't really care for me, or if I know that we're not really the same. Like our minds don't think the same. You don't like joyful people, or you know, whatever the case may be. But you know your where to go and where not to go.
Absolutely. You know where you're
accepted.
wanted.
Yes.
And where
Yeah.
you're not.
Yeah. And God gave us all a gift, that
Yeah.
intuition and that gut feeling.
Uh-huh.
You know, trust that.
And you have a choice.
Yeah. You be like, you know what? Second thought angle.
Yeah. I think I started realizing more of my choices probably in my 30s. It's like, why am I still going over there?
Right.
They don't like me.
They don't like you,
It's
girl.
okay.
Yeah.
Just stay at home.
Yeah.
And I like myself. So
Right.
I will sit right by myself and be okay.
Yeah.
But it's a choice.
It's a choice.
Okay, so you got married early. Did you get married early?
I did.
Yes. You got married early, and you also said when you were younger, you want to be an actress. Do you feel like marriage, like did you have a timeline on what you wanted to do, or did you feel like marriage shifted your time or your desire or your goals for your career?
Oh, girl, yes. So, with me and my husband together since '98, right? So 27 years. I know. And when we first got together, I moved to California. Thought I was moving to LA. I wasn't in LA. Girl, I was down in bottom of Orange County. I was like, I don't even know.
You didn't
I don't even know
realize?
where I'm at. No, I was renting a room from somebody that my mama knew. From North Carolina.
From North
Baby, I
Carolina.
was like, I don't know where I'm at.
I love it.
So, my husband, he was my boyfriend at the time. He came out later because I was renting this room. I was there for like 3 or 4 months, and then he was gonna come, and then we were gonna get a place. But it was so bad. I didn't tell nobody how bad it was. When he got there, he was like, "Okay, so listen, we need to go back to North Carolina, stay for 1 year, save up money because it was cheaper, then move to LA so you can really pursue your acting, right?" And I was like, "Oh, all right, I guess." So that 1 year.
I mean, how bad was it, Tab?
Girl. Baby. I was working 2 little jobs.
Uh-huh.
That lady was taking all my money. Because I also was very green. I was 19. I ain't know.
Yeah.
And I'm from the country.
Yeah.
This bottom line,
Yeah.
she was taking advantage of me.
Yeah.
And so my husband came out. He was like, we going
Yeah.
back home. Right? Because I couldn't even save money because she was,
Yeah.
taking everything. So we went back home. So the 1 year plan was supposed to be 1 year, go to Greensboro, because we didn't go back to our hometown. We went to the city, which Greensboro ain't that big, but
That's a city, girl.
But it's the city, okay? So we went back to Greensboro. The plan was to stay for 1 year. So that 1 year turned into 5 years.
Really?
We had a baby.
Yeah.
We got married. I was working for UPS. We was both working at the call center. And I convinced myself that, oh, Lord, I done got pregnant. I'm young. I done had a baby. I can't pursue that acting now. So we just going to live this life. And I'm going to just be okay. And I just tried to block the dream out. And I really thought that's what it was going to be. And I remember, and I've told this story so many times, but this is the truth. It felt like an earthquake hit Greensboro one morning. And I was in the bed, and the bed shook, and it woke me up. And I heard a voice that sounded like thunder. And it said, "This is not the life I planned for you." And I got very scared. I got on my knees. I started praying. I said, "Okay, now, Lord, if this you speaking to me, I need you to show me a sign today. And if not, I'm going to tell my husband to take me to the hospital." Because it was the scariest thing I had ever experienced. And later that day, we were on our way to the mall, me and my husband and my daughter. And on the radio, the DJ came on. And he was like, "Hey, this is Buster Brown. I got a new TV show on the WB network. And I'm holding auditions looking for a female co-host." And girl, I almost lost it. Because it ain't never been no auditions in Greensboro, North Carolina. And so I ended up going to that audition. I told my husband, "That's my sign." Because I know he thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
After I had told him what happened. I was like, "I prayed for a sign, though, so don't worry. He going to show me a sign."
Yeah.
And we went to the audition, and I ended up booking that. That was my first audition I'd ever had for, like, television. I had done theater and things, but never anything like that. And that's the thing that made me start dreaming again, because I really had convinced myself that I done got married now. I got a child. Like, I got to, just be traditional, right? And I started doing, hosting and producing on television. I started back doing theater, and that fire started to burn inside again. And I did that for like a year or two in North Carolina. I told my husband, I said, "It's time to move to LA now." And he was like, "Wait a minute. We got these little babies, little."
Yeah.
He was like, "We got this house, we got responsibilities." I was like, "I know, but I done heard the voice of the Lord. Something is waiting on me out there, and I got to go." And then I was doing all these things, but I wasn't making a whole lot of money. I probably was making a good $30,000 a year. And I was like, I could go and I can be bi-coastal. With what money? I don't know. Okay, but in my mind.
But you know what?
In my mind, I thought.
I heard a word.
Right. And he was like, "No, we ain't gonna do that." So we saved up, and then we ended up moving to LA.
Yeah.
And then about 8 months later, we moved, and I've been pursuing it ever since. And my husband has been my biggest support system, my biggest, cheerleader, even though he never saw the visions that I saw. I would dream about things, I would see things, and I would tell him, I'd be like, "God showed me this. I'm going to do this, this, and this." He'd be like, "Okay, babe. All right, I'm going to go to work." Whatever He always say he never believed in the visions. He only believed in me. So it was just, I think that's the reason I was able to succeed. Is because my husband was not in the business. He's not a big dreamer. He is 1 + 1 = 2. You go to work and you get a check. That's how he thinks.
And that's how you're going to make your money. That's
right.
what this is.
And so while I was out dreaming big and having a job for 5 days and not a job, and then, all the things, he was consistently working. And it afforded me the ability to be able to pursue my dreams. So.
Ooh, you got to marry the right person, baby.
Yeah. Oh, honey, God chose him for me.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
When I think of choosing joy, I think of choosing wellness. Here's a word from our sponsor. We know the back-to-school chaos all too well. Schedules, carpools, relearning algebra too. It's a lot for you and your crew. Ollie makes wellness an easy and delightful part of your routine. Need immune support kids will enjoy? Try Kids Multi Plus Probiotic. Is bedtime a struggle? Go with Kids Sleep for gentle support. Moms, support your immune system, nutrition, and more with Women's Multi. Grab these products at ollie.com or retailers nationwide. That's OLLY.com. Growing up in this sort of entertainment industry and in church, it has felt like, once you have a kid, life is over. You're going to have to defer, and
that's the Southern life too. That's the Southern mentality.
That's what, and so it doesn't, and I was never the person that was like, I can't wait to have kids. I don't know if you were. If you were like, I'm ready to have kids.
Yeah, I'm from the South, so we be having them early.
Y'all just,
yeah.
We be having them early.
If you can have them, baby, they be coming.
If your womb is fertile.
It's like, if that's who you gonna marry, y'all gonna have some children. You be 22, 23, and you got 2 kids and a house and a job. Yeah, I be looking at my daughter now, who's 23, and I raised here.
Yeah.
I be like, Lord knows, ain't no way in the world that baby could have no children and husband right now.
Right
or
now.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really, oof.
No. Yeah.
God
I don't know
bless
how I
you.
did it.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
But I also feel like, because in my mind, growing up that way, I knew this was what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be an actor since I was a little girl. It was, my parents used to take us to the movies every weekend. We do double features. Probably saw a lot of things we shouldn't have seen.
Yeah.
You know, just like
And that's
gangster
y'all
movies
business, okay.
and, you know, all the
That
things.
was opening your
Like,
mind.
it was expanding.
Yeah, you got to see all the
Our
things.
theatrical palette.
Yeah, it's make believe. It's make believe. It's just a movie.
It's
Yeah.
TV magic.
Yeah, that's it.
And so I knew that was what I wanted. I knew that was my goal. And I just knew if I get married too soon, or if I have a kid too soon, it's going to deter my goal, my dream, my career. And so I had like a timeline. Let's say God don't work off your timeline.
Right. No, he don't.
That doesn't happen. Do you feel like motherhood has stretched you in a way that has been beneficial for your dreams and desires?
Absolutely. Motherhood slowed me down because I am such a free spirit. Like when I say I moved to California, I was staying in a room. Originally, I got accepted in Columbia College in Chicago, right?
Okay.
And so I was supposed to be going to school because, let me back up. So I went to school when I first graduated from high school to a International Fine Arts in Miami. I was studying fashion design, right? Because I used to make clothes.
Okay.
And so...
Wait, hold on.
I know, it's a lot. I be out here working, okay? I done did a many things in my day, okay?
Man.
So
Okay.
I was going to school because my great aunt was like the town seamstress that you know, made the clothes and stuff. And I grew up watching her and doing the things. And so my mama was like, well, I know, you know, you want to be an actor, but we don't know no actors. And she wasn't trying to stop me from pursuing.
Yeah, yeah.
She was just like, but maybe you should go for fashion and then you can use that to help you pursue your dreams or fall back on it. So I thought, well, maybe that's a good idea. So I went to school in Miami. There for that first semester, I remember waking up in the middle of the night and I was like, I'm supposed to be performing. I got to get out of here. And call my daddy. It was a Wednesday, 1 a.m, probably scared the life out of him.
Yeah.
Woke him up. I said, Daddy, I'm wasting your money. You need to come get me. That was a Wednesday night. He picked me up on Saturday morning in Miami. 14-hour drive now. Now, Miami, I'm the first one to go to college in my family. And I said, Dad, I'm so sorry I'm quitting, but I got to go and figure out what this thing is inside of me.
Yeah.
Right? So I applied to Columbia College in Chicago because it's performing arts. And went out there that April, like in the spring to, you know, view the school and stuff. That's how they get you. Chicago get you in the springtime. You come out there, it's like, oh, this is beautiful.
That
you don't know
winter.
nothing about that winter? Okay.
That winter's going to smack you around like a rag doll.
Right. So I had applied to the school, and 2 weeks before it was time for me to go, that August, they sent me a letter saying that my financial aid had been denied because of the outstanding financial aid I had in Miami. And my dad and mom was like, we ain't got no more money. What you want us to do? So I was like, Mama, you still got that lady that said that she had a room in California. You think she'll let me rent a room? And Mama was like, I guess. I called that lady and I was gone in a week. Like, just, okay, I'm going to just go to California. I'm going to just go make it. I ain't asked her if you in Los Angeles or you in Hollywood. Do you know anybody? I didn't care. I just was like, I'm going to go. Right? I'm 19.
So you have it sounds like you've always been like, okay, well, what's the solution?
Yeah, I'm just
okay. Well, that's not
very
gonna work.
optimistic.
Okay,
I'm a big dreamer, and I just really believe in like, oh, what's gonna be, right? But I used to just up and go. It didn't ever matter. I ain't have nobody to think about but myself. So when I had my daughter, it changed how I thought. Now I had to have somebody to be responsible for. Yeah. That also made me look at myself and say, okay, I want to make sure that I'm making the right decision for me and my daughter, you know, and then of course with my husband as my partner. Yeah. So having kids really made me think differently. I was more smarter with my choices, but it also developed work inside of me as an actor. Because now it's like I'm not acting like a mama. I am a mama. Honey, I can give you a look that only a mama can give now, and I know what that look means.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, I remember my mama giving me the looks, but now it's like I live this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you be like, oh, girl, you better sit down somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So all of these things actually made me better, I feel like. But it also just made me appreciate, like, success more because I was able to do it while mothering. Working while waiting has been the most amazing thing for me. Like, I worked as a mother. I worked as a wife. I worked, like, odd jobs and all the things while waiting for success to come, but still pursuing it. And so I think it all plays a role with who I am. Yeah. You know, empathy and care and being patient. Yeah. My children taught me that. So I absolutely love it. I always tell people, because I have a lot of friends in the industry
Yeah.
who are, women who are single and don't have children.
Yeah.
And they are women of certain ages who may never have children now.
Yeah.
And so I always tell them, as they share with me, like, it's our job to tell younger women, don't think you have to have a certain accomplishment before
Yeah.
you have children or before you
Yeah.
settle down. You
Yeah.
can still have it all.
So motherhood has expanded you in ways that absolutely lend to your career and how you can approach different characters. Do you feel like you would change anything about how it happened?
No.
No.
It was supposed to be this way.
Yeah.
I think about, like, I lost my mother early. And I was in my 20s, but I was out here. And I often be like, God, I sure wish that I had accomplished, some of the things I've accomplished while she was here.
Yeah.
But then I realized that I wouldn't have accomplished them if she was here.
Yeah.
The loss of her changed me. It shifted me. It made me who I am, which is part of the reason why I'm successful.
Yeah.
Right? So I think we all have a assignment. And my mama knew her assignment, and her assignment was to be here for 51 years and to leave this everlasting love with me, but also her faith and her grace and her compassion for people. She left that with me so that I could carry that on. If she was still here, I wouldn't be trying to carry that.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's what I feel that people see and feel when they encounter me.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't change it. I miss her.
Yeah.
But that was her assignment. And so now I'm just going to do mine.
Is there anything that you would say to young, not just women, but young people, this day and age, with dreams, with goals, and feeling like there's so many no's and it's so difficult, and how do I get seen, and is this really, there are so many times when my husband can tell you, I go back and forth like, maybe God didn't call me to do this. Maybe there's something else I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
But what is the thing that you can say that is your rock, that cornerstone, that as long as I got this, I can keep choosing and I can keep moving forward with this joy?
I think that little voice inside, right? It's the thing that pushes me every day. I'm like, when that voice inside that tells you to perform, or that you have a great idea, or that you should go left instead of right, whatever that little voice that we all have, listen to that. And then the moment that it goes silent, don't move. Wait, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's my thing. Like, don't go against it. Because most times that's when we're just trying to be in control.
Yeah.
But knowing that who's in complete control.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We're being obedient.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing that changed my life is obedience. Because I used to always think I was in control. Oh, I'm going to do it. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing that. And I'm like, I won't do nothing but cutting up. Right? I mean, I was doing some things, but the moment I surrendered and became obedient, and I started to listen to the voice and trust God and really try to walk in an obedient way and quiet the noise of people. Because the little voice ain't people.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we listen to people.
Yeah.
And that be messing us up.
Yeah.
Right? Now, he can send people.
Yeah.
But the outside noise, especially the people who ain't doing what you trying to do, but they swear they know. You know who those people are.
Yes.
They don't listen to that noise. And just trust that this thing that lives inside of you is there for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that moment that you became very obedient?
After sickness, right? Or during sickness, when I'd always been like trying to be obedient. Like, okay, Lord, I'm gonna do it, but then I still do it my way or whatever.
Yeah.
I had hit or miss, He was working on me for a long time. You grow up in the church, you think you know something, and then you be like, I don't really know nothing. I need to know you for myself, right?
Yes.
I had to do a lot of unlearning.
Yeah.
And so the moment for me was in sickness, right? Because I was sick for a year and a half. Thought I was going to die. Did not know what was wrong with me,
Really?
right? Yeah. And so I had been praying, like, God, please heal me. Please heal me. Like, Lord, I want to see 40. Like, I want to see 39. Like, I was just praying, God, please heal me. And I realized I was just habitually praying. I wasn't praying because I meant it. I was just praying out of habit. And I really didn't believe it anymore. And so I was like, I had to check myself. And I was like, okay, Lord. And I talk about this often. I had my come into Jesus moment in my bathroom. And I went in the bathroom and I was in the mirror looking at myself. And I was like, okay, Lord, if you heal me, you can have me. And that meant I can't live my life my way no more.
Yeah.
I can only live it the way you have designed me and created me to live it. And in that moment, I wasn't healed in that moment, but something shifted inside of me. And from that day on, I have intentionally been living an obedient life. And that's been almost 8 years ago. And my life began to change after that.
Intentional living, obedience, continuously choosing joy, and listening to that little voice that God has put inside of all of us has led you to this beautiful, sure complicated, because life is full of complications, but a beautiful journey.
Yeah.
Tab, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm like, you don't understand. You really are my best friend. It is what it is. We're gonna play a game real quick.
Okay.
Where are the chalkboards? Would you choose a good, and I'm talking about one of those places where they get in. When you lay down in that wash bowl, it's almost euphoric. They are scratching, they are all the things.
Okay.
Would you choose a good deep cleanse of Donna or a nice deep tissue massage that's going to just give you the relaxation that you need?
And I'm putting this on
Yeah,
here?
yeah. Okay. A quiet moment with yourself or laughter with loved ones. Which feeds your joy more on a hard day? A quiet moment with yourself or laughter with loved ones? I feel like I know what you're going to say. Okay. Ooh, I like this one. Okay. What has taught you more in the long run? Learning the hard way or trusting your intuition? Okay, now tell me if this makes sense, because I feel like it does, and I really, really want to know how you feel about this. Is the fear of regret something that pushes you to do everything you desire, or is it something that sort of paralyzes you?
I'm writing that down.
Okay. What's more valuable to you right now? Work that stretches you or work that's familiar to you? Okay. Okay.
Let's see if we twins or not.
You know, I feel like we're good. You know what? No matter what this says, we're best friends, Tab.
Yes,
We've already shaken on it like it is what it is.
So will we turn at the same time?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
We almost have the exact answers.
Oh my God.
You put both.
I put both,
and I say neither.
Interesting. Okay, so do you ever have a fear of regret, or do you? No, it doesn't exist.
It's just not part of. I gotta be in the moment.
Yeah.
And what's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's gonna happen is gonna happen.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be, baby.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah. We can't. I regret it. She don't live
yes.
here. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I love you so much.
I love you too.
When you came in, I knew you were happy and you were having a wonderful day. But I
Yes.
hope you leave feeling even better.
I feel amazing.
I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I love you. Hi, it's Deborah Joy Winans Williams. Thank you so much for watching Choosing Joy. Our guest, the delightful, my new best friend, Tabitha Brown, gave us all of the wisdom. So let me know what your takeaways are. I'm certainly running with trusting that gut that God has given me, that intuition, and believing that all the dreams that I have are still within my reach. So let me know what you think and hit that like button and subscribe and keep choosing joy.